And now it's time for a little segment we like to call the Indie Minute, where we talk about indie wrestling.
Indie Minute!
Because it's something that you should care about.
Yes.
Yes, take last night's Raw, for example. Trust me, it's something you should care about.
That's not indie news.
What?
It's not indie news.
I'm just making a point.
No, he's making a point because this is something. Making a point. I'm sorry, I saw these two go at it in person like several years before. We know what's coming, just like the ones of us that knew about the Wyatts before everybody else did, and got the tightness in our pants over it.
Almost all wrestlers started in the indies.
Oh yeah,
those people that you say that some people like to say, oh, they're just indie wrestlers. They may be the people that you love to watch in 10 years, doing it for money. So yeah,
doing it.
Yeah, that's how Vince
Sorry.
McMahon likes it. Yeah. So the first event that is happening soon. If you're in the California area, I know Alex Carr has mentioned that he wanted me to talk about this. PWG. Pro Wrestling Guerilla out of Reseda, California, is having their Big Ten event on August 9th. That's ironic. It's going to be a fun show. The main event is a three-way match for the Pro Wrestling Guerilla Championship. Adam Cole versus Kevin Steen versus Drake Younger. There's tons of amazing talent. They have some of the best talent in the United States and beyond competing for Pro Wrestling Guerilla. If you want to go check them out, that's ProWrestlingGuerilla.com. Go either check out that event, 10, or get your tickets soon for the Battle of Los Angeles, which is coming up in August, late August, where, it's going to be one of their biggest tournaments of the year. It's known to be one of their best weekends of the year. Tons of great wrestling. So if you're in the California area, I encourage you to go check them out and go show them some love. Like I mentioned, ProWrestlingGuerilla.com for more info. And the second thing I want to talk about is actually not an event. It is a bit of a plug. It is a bit of a promotion. And I wanted to put it out there. You all remember a friend of the show, Gary J, right?
Yeah, he was a cool ginger.
Yeah, cool ginger, loves crazy jackets and all that fun stuff. He is a top wrestler in the Midwest area. He is someone that doesn't get a whole lot of credit, in my opinion, because he's actually a really phenomenal pro wrestler. And I think he's...
Sorry.
Whoa.
Sorry. Something misfired.
There we go. And I think he's actually very good. IWA Mid-South, which is back, by the way, guys. Hey. They announced that they're, one, from the fact that they're back, but also that they're returning with their annual Ted Petty Invitational, which is their big tournament every year. Men and the independents have used that tournament to sort of break out and get more known. And they are petitioning you, the fans, can help decide the 24th member. You! Can help decide the 24th member of that tournament. If you have a favorite indie wrestler, you can, tell them, and hopefully they'll be added as the 24th participant. But I encourage you, because he is sort of getting a lot of people petitioning for him. A lot of people are sort of speaking out that they want Gary J to be that 24th man. I encourage you, if you haven't already, go bug IWA Mid-South either on Twitter or Facebook and tell them you want Gary J in the Ted Petty Invitational. He is someone that absolutely deserves it. He's not just a friend of the show, but he is an amazingly talented pro wrestler. I can't speak highly enough of him. So go bug IWA Mid-South. Tell them you want Gary J in the Ted Petty Invitational. And, tell them the Wrestling Mayhem show sent you.
Excellent. And
the final thing that I want to talk about is the stuff that happened in the Pittsburgh area this weekend for our friends at International Wrestling Cartel. Sorgatron Media was there for Proving Grounds 2. Sorg, how was the show?
It was a great show, as expected. I thought it was a great bit of talent. Your boy Guerva, or whatever his name was.
Sammy Guevara.
Yes, I got to talk to him. He's a real cool dude. Real good match with Facade. A few new, Ashley Amherst from, we know him from over at RWA popped in. A couple new faces popping in from the training school. So we'll see how it goes with them. Friends of the show, Andrew Palace and and Brian McDowell with the awesome bowling gimmick just keeps getting better. And great match with Jimmy Nuts and friend of the show John McChesney to top off the show. A lot of great young talent. Nice little kind of sampler of what's going on out there, and really, it actually match-wise, I think it worked out even better than it did last year. There's a street fight in the middle that was pretty crazy with Marshall Gambino and Chess Flexor and the Blue Collar Slaughterhouse and all that kind of stuff. Definitely a really cool show to go to. A lot of real good faces there. RJ City did not make it, so I'm really disappointed with that. But I understand that he should be coming to the IWC here shortly. So maybe I think Cage Fury or so. So keep an eye out for that. So I'm really excited for that with their next big Cage show coming up. DVD should be out here within the next week for that. So go check it out. More information for that over at IWCWrestling.com to get that and people's thoughts on how everything shook out from the night. So.
Awesome. Go check that out. Check out Sorg.
Yes. Can I add one more thing, WrestleFan? I'm really surprised that you didn't bring this up too much. And it's the thing that kind of exploded there. There was a little bit of a video that popped up on the board by one. I'll get the name here in a second. But a little kind of teaser video here where Mike Quackenbush pops up.
Yeah. A little bit is unknown about it. I don't know exactly what's it about. It seems like one Mike Quackenbush. That voice is very familiar. That face is very familiar.
Oh, yeah, it's Mike Quackenbush. It's very clearly Mike Quackenbush, and he very clearly
says
a bit
of a stubble, though, so
it's going to be the Wrestle Factory. I've listened to the Grizzly Bear Egg Cafe. I know of Mike Quackenbush when I listen to a Mike Quackenbush. So very excited to see whatever the hell is happening with Chikara. Something is living on there, including the Wrestle Factory, which as grown. How many great wrestlers out of that we've seen come from Chikara.
One Antonio Cesaro.
Cesaro, for instance. I believe one local G Raver with RWA came from there, I think he said. Great collection of people that came out of there. Good to see that's going to continue. And really, I think that was still a pretty good base of operations for what becomes Chikara. So we'll see what they build out of there or convert or change or whatever is going to go on with that. Secondarily, I know Alex Cars, and if he can drop us some opinions here, maybe for next show or so, I know he said he's subscribing to the Wrestling Is /Chikara stream or downloadable stream or all you can eat stream they got going on there. So I'm hoping he can give us kind of an idea what's how that experience is. Definitely something I've considered, but again, I've kind of subscribed to too many services at this point between my Netflix and my Hulu and my Marvel Unlimited, so I can't really justify the time at the moment. But definitely one where if one of those fall out, I get sick of comics for a little bit, I might pick that up for a little bit, So I love that idea because I've been always wanting to go back and watch some of Chikara, but of course I just find the DVDs way too cost prohibitive. So, but I'm willing to drop $8 a month on that thing if I have the time.
Oh yeah.
So
all the DVDs that you get for that's amazing. So yeah, that, my friends, is the Indie Minute for this week.
Awesome.